Hello, and welcome to the American Politics channel, where we bring you all the latest news, politics and many more from the United States. So ensure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to always stay informed. Documents obtained by a House panel investigating the assault on the U.S. Capitol mounted by pro-Trump rioters nearly 1 year ago reveal how the former president's allies planned a campaign to intimidate election officials and spread voter fraud falsehoods. That revelation came as a new poll found that as many as 91% of Republican voters believed the 2020 election was not won by President Joe Biden fair and square, in figures that suggest a widening divide among Americans. Voters for Mr. Biden meanwhile said by 75% that false accusations of fraud could trigger another attack like Jan 6, according to YouGov and Yahoo. Another document obtained by the committee was reportedly drafted for the former president for his signature, calling for the seizure of evidence in service of the false claims of voter fraud that propelled the attack and his spurious bid to overturn election results. In recent weeks, the committee has accelerated its probe into the attack, fueled by conspiracy theories that the 2020 presidential election was rigged against Mr. Trump and a violent attempt to reject the votes of millions of Americans. On Thursday, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris will deliver remarks to mark 1 year since the attack, according to the White House. At the Capitol, lawmakers will hold a memorial service. Meanwhile, the former president, who has waged a legal challenge to block the committee's access to records, will deliver remarks from Mar-a-Lago reviving his baseless narrative that the election was stolen from him. Republican lawmakers are openly cringing at the prospect of former President Donald Trump speaking this week about the riot that overtook the U.S. Capitol last year. The former president has never recanted his false claims about voter fraud and the 2020 election, and even reportedly floated conspiracy theories to his supporters at Mar-a-Lago events suggesting that he could be reinstated before Joe Biden's term concludes. "I don't think that's a good idea," Senator Shelley Moore Capito of West Virginia, a Republican, told Politico. Senator Pat Toomey, a retiring Pennsylvania GOPer, added to the news outlet that the speech, planned for the 1-year anniversary of the riot, was not a terribly good idea. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell was more muted in his criticism, telling reporters at a news conference that it would be interesting to hear what Mr. Trump had to say. The Senate GOP leader publicly broke with Mr. Trump and refused to support objections to the 2020 election certification last January, enraging the former president. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.